Hello there, YouTube. This is Squirrel. Welcome to episode 24 of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. In our last episode, we encountered a dragon that was, or not a dragon. Wow, that would be bad. A giant that was hanging out in our area, and we started digging out an area to get down to the cavern layer. Um, I'm just gonna real quick hop down there so you can see how much progress we made. Not much. Um, when I left off, we had probably about out to here dug out. Problem with this little area is we have some water right above it, so I keep getting these cancellation orders. We did have a few things happen while I was off screen, or off camera rather. I did a little bit of work here. Mostly I was just trying to get this dug out, but we did have a couple more babies that were born, a couple more animals that grew up, so I set those to butcher, just kind of the maintenance stuff. But the reason that I paused here is we did just get a migrant wave. Like so. So, we're going to take care of that. Looks like I have some miasma going on here. I really hope that my... Are we getting butchered? Getting butchering going on? Rotten stray here, stray reindeer, cow, something. So that's what's rotting there. See, can I see that? Your blood splatter. It really just blood splatter? Huh. Okay. Anyway. There are kennels. I see our kennels are up and built also. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. A little bit of a cough there. Okay. So, yep, more migrants. Let's take care of those. So, I'm going to open up Dwarf Therapist here. Connect. Give my dwarves 82 dwarves. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Let's look by migrant wave and see what we got. Migration wave. Down to the bottom. 29 migrants. Holy buckets. That's a lot. Okay, what do we have here? We have a skilled dyer. Okay, that's good. We could definitely use one of those. We have a very skilled mason. Okay, we have a cheese maker and a plant processor. We have 2 butchers. We have a brewer and a cook. We have a potash maker and a miller and a milker. Okay. And it's like 3 kids. So what we're going to do is select all of those. We're going to set them all to unassigned. I want to make sure that fishing is turned off. I've had issues with that before. It is. Okay, we're going to commit that. The kids should not be unassigned though. Set that, and that to default. Set to default. Okay. So let's see here. Let's sort by profession and see what we're dealing with. So we have 82 dwarves. We want 1/3 of that to be haulers. So I'm just pulling up my calculator here because I can't do math early in the morning. 27 haulers. So we need to basically find jobs for about half of these guys. Now we can assign some of them to the military. We currently have 11 soldiers. We could either put together a small squad for the basement, for the cavern entrance, a small squad of archers, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We could also put together a hammer squad. Also not a bad idea. In fact, I might pick someone out of this wave to be my my chief hammer dwarf, my police officer. I forgot what the noble name is, but there's a noble name for it. Okay, so what I want to do, figure out who in here has skills is, and I also want to look at my crafters to make sure that I want to double check what's going on here. Okay, so I have carpenters. Anyone better than a 3? No. Oh, I do, actually, but he's down here in the military. Okay, so I have 3 animalists, which I'm thinking I'm gonna need a couple more of those. These have butchery? These do. Okay, so we'll take the two guys that have really high butchery and make them animalists. Come on, sport. Thank you. So you two, we're going to be analysts. Right. And we're gonna take, we had a couple of very good, so we had a skilled brewer here, so you can be food service. And we had cook. Yep, there's a cook. Also be service. I think I can take this, well, okay, so, milk. Skill at milking only makes you faster. It doesn't improve the quality of the milk. I think I'm probably okay just to leave him as is. Let's see what we have. So we have 5 animalists. A couple of them that aren't really good at anything. We got this guy. Yeah, he pretty much sucks at everything. So we can make him back to unassigned. Same thing with this guy. I'm pretty sure we just picked these based on initially picked them. Oh, we have a glass maker. So we initially just picked them randomly. Needed some people unassigned. I'm thinking, so they have animal care, animal training. Right. Which edit animal to add feed patients and recover wounded. Feed. Patient and recover wound. Okay. So, and we have this guy who is our glass maker. We don't have any sand though, so that's kind of useless for us. The only sand that we have is the sand that was on the sorry, brain fart. The sand that we brought with us. So we're just gonna leave him there. Fine. Okay, so let's look at the other skills that we have in here. We have animal care and training, milking, butchery, tanning, fishing, shearing. Okay, so shearing is one of those that doesn't really matter. Tanning, that's a speed issue. Butchery, I'm not entirely sure how much skill affects that. Milking, we might as well take that guy that's good at milking and make him another animal care person. Analyst. So that gives us what, 4? Do they have fishing? They do have fishing. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so food service, we have 6. We have any that are not terribly skilled? Yeah, we have 2 here. So we're going to set him to unassigned and set him to unassigned. We're going to grab some of those guys that that have some skills in these. So we have 4 now. So we got our cook. Let's see. So let's check brewing and cooking first because that is going to be one that we want. Okay, neither of them are very good at it. Cheese making. I'm assuming that I should have set that as a food service job. I did. Good. Okay, so we're gonna make you food service. And let's see, clean. Pressing and milling. Oh, okay, that's growing. Pressing and milling. Again, a speed thing, but might as well grab him. So that'll give us 6. think that's pretty decent. Six food processors. They have a lot of different jobs that they do, so I want to make sure that there's plenty of people there. Got that feeding service too. Cover wounded, feed patients in prison. Okay. So I'm also seeing that my crafting area is a bit of a mess here. So I want to have a look at that. So I have my miner. This miner, see this guy's a miner? Yep, he did not have wood hauling and furniture hauling. That doesn't make any sense at all. We want our diggers to only have digging. Oh, those are carpenters. Wow. Okay, so we do want them to have wood hauling on. Essentially, the idea is I want all the crafters to have the skill to haul the raw material for their craft, so that if they run out of material, they can go get more. But I don't want this business going on here where they have all hauling. That doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna turn those off. Make sure that that's on for everyone. Okay, so this guy's clean, this guy's clean. Actually, what we're gonna do is rename them to craft dwarfs, just so I know which ones I've reviewed. Crafts dwarf. So what are you? You are a boyer. Okay, so the thing about boyery is, let's see. So you're not always going to have stuff to do with boyery. Let's give them, no, because we're doing metal, they should have stone hauling. Yep. But I'm thinking I might need to assign these guys a secondary job, just because they, well, okay, so we could just have hauling be their secondary job. That would make sense, and that might be why I had them that way in the first place. Because boyery is one of those, it's important to have high skill at it, but you're not going to be doing it all the time, as opposed to some of the other crafting thing. So we're going to do that. So we're going to set these guys to craft. Okay, I'm out of here. We have our stone detailer, right. We're turning off masonry for him. He is just doing engraving and smoothing. That's his entire job. We're going to turn off wood burning, plant gathering, all this other stuff. So actually what we're going to do is just clear all of his labors, turn on stone detailing, prisoner stuff, and levers. And I'm just going to have him doing that full time. If I ever run out of stuff that needs to be engraved, then I'll reassign him. But for now, he is just going to be doing that. And I think, yeah, he's still detailing walls, so we're still good there. So crafts dwarf. Okay. Go. Next up, I have my two metalsmiths. This guy has very good metal crafting. I just want to look and see. Okay, none of my other unassigns have really a ton of skill there. So we want them to have recover wounded. We want them to have their metal crafting things. We don't want them to have furnace operating, because all of our peasants have furnace operating, so we don't need craftsmen to have it. We do obviously want levers. We actually don't want stone, because they're not taking raw material, they're taking bars, which are just going to be right across the way from them, because I only have one spot the bars can really go to. So they're actually good as they are. So, crafts dwarf. Okay. That. Alright, so I have 4 guys in the tailor industry. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so what are you? You are making rock mechanisms. So you are a moderately skilled mechanic. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're up here. Get assigned. I think I did that temporarily to make sure that I had someone doing it. Okay, what are you? You are my gem cutter. One better at it? Oop. Okay, so you should have recover wounded, gem cutting, gem setting. Stone hauling, yes. Trade goods hauling, no. And levers. So set your name. Crafts Dwarf. Go. Add those. We don't care about those. Oh. I said that one wrong. Should be Crafts Dwarf. Should be an S in there. Now I have. Okay. He is a stone crafter. He really doesn't have a job right now because we're working on splints. So what I'm going to do for you is we're going to set you as unassigned, turn on stone crafting, and then set your name to Crafts Dwarf. So you are still our most skilled stone crafter. You still have that labor enabled, but you're not going to be doing it full time. And then the other 4 that we have are our tailors. Not have furnace operating on for them. We should not have... Actually, yeah, we can have plant processing on for them because they need that for... Well, okay, so our food service guys do have it. So I guess I don't need it here. They should not have gather. Plant gathering is a default one. Nor should they have wood burning, nor should they have masonry. Nor should they have mechanics or architecture. Should have... I'm not sure what the hauling skill is for that. It could be item hauling. We're just going to leave them as is. But yeah, we have one of each of the 4: spinning, weaving, clothes making, and dyeing. So basically, each one of those has one of those jobs. So we're going to make them Dwarf. They might spend some time sitting around, but I want to... Clothing is a fairly high priority for this fort right now, so I want to make sure that they're working as much as they possibly can. Okay, so down here I do have a guy with a 14 in weaving. Unfortunately, I already have a guy who's better at it, so... we have potash making. So he could start maybe making fertilizer. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. I think maybe we might do that. Right, siege engineering and siege operating should be something for unassigned. Edit. Okay, so I was looking at my potash guy. Right, so fertilizer. So that's definitely something we're going to do. So we'll go clear laborers, you get fertilizer, get pull lever, get... and ash. We'll just commit like that, and then I'm gonna have to set up a job to start making ash. I keep like 20 on hand. Okay, and you are a crafter. Okay. I'm just gonna pretty much set up a perpetual set to do that. Animal dissection. So I actually don't have small animal dissection on for food processors, and I probably should actually. So what I'm gonna... Oh. Edit. Turn on small animal dissection. Or should that be a job of the animalists? I actually think that might make it a little bit more sense. We're gonna do that instead. Small animal dissection there. And we'll make this guy animalist. Go to our analysts and turn on small section. Actually, gelding, which I'm not doing any of, but it would make sense for that job to be there. I'm just going to add it now. Got it. Okay, get that change. Okay, we're down to 38. Our goal is 27. Let's see, what else do we have? We have our plant processor. Here. I guess he could be a food service worker. As well. Oh, and that farmer. 8 farming. Oh, I think he was a farmer. I turned it off. 8 farming is actually not bad, so we might flip him. So, farmer service. Have a diagnosis dressing wounds. Okay. So you're gonna be a doctor. Doctor. I'll just set his skills to match. The other guys. And other than this guy and this guy, which I already have more skilled guys, and my glazer, which I could start doing pottery, actually. I do have clay. Okay, so let's set this guy. Be a craft dwarf. Give him glazing and pottery. We'll go hauling off this stuff off, that stuff, and that stuff, and that stuff. We keep that on. We keep levers on. Okay. This guy. Laborer has the labor skills. Masonry, stone crafting. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Here. On a side. Okay, so we have a 5 farmer. We have. Oh, we have another decent doctor. Customization. Okay. Hit that. Doctor. Okay. That was a lot of dwarf shuffling. Okay, so we still have 34, which means that we have 7 to spare. So we could just pick some of these guys and say you're military. So I do want to pick guys that aren't particularly skilled at some of these. So like the guy, basically like some of the new guys. Yeah, so I don't want any of my skilled masons or any of my skilled mechanics. So let's just go down here and pick some guys off the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are going to be a hammer squad. Make you soldiers. Now we're at 29, which is acceptable. Okay, so we need to set up that hammer squad. We need to set up our pottery and set up our fertilizer. Okay. So fertilizer first, because that's the easiest one by far. Soap maker should be an ashery, which is here. Oh, where's our ashery? Have an ashery. soap, butcher. I don't think I have an ashery. I never built it. Oh, we're gonna have to do that. I think this is already set up for ash. And then this one over here should be set for potash. Potash, yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do is first we need to go into our job manager, make a job to do ash. Make ash. We'll make 5. We'll set conditions. If number of logs is at least 10, yep. And products. If amount of ash is at most that's a lot of ash. So if we have less than 20 ash, we're gonna make some ash. That's a wood burning job. Okay. And then we need to build a, let's see, first we're gonna have to dig the hole out. We'll just put it over here. Right next to the ash pile. I gotta wait for that to be dug out. Right, I also need to... Okay, that's designated. There. So that's for the ashery. Pottery. Pottery. So for pottery, we need a kiln. Job that we need. Oh, so I put automated jobs for these, so I don't need them anymore. No. Same thing with the cheese. Same thing with the processed plants. Okay. Pottery. Okay, so we've got loom, dye. It's actually gonna dye red. 1 addition. As long as we have number 0 greater than 0, number 0 greater than 0. We're gonna just dye all the thread. Yeah. Need to find space to put a kiln. Is there any other part of that that we need? I don't have a leatherwork? Leatherwork? That's really strange. I have a tanner shop. Okay, so maybe this is why I'm not making any quivers. Okay. Wow. I feel kind of dumb. Okay, we're gonna dig out a spot for it right here next to the leather stockpile. Think of it, I don't even know if I have anyone that has leather crafting. Is leather crafting a thing? I don't see it. Leather working, right there. I have no leather workers. I need the leather worker. It doesn't really matter who it is. So you are now a crafts dwarf. And you have the great honor of being our leather worker. Okay, what's that? Oh, we need to turn off some other jobs for you. Wood burning, plant gathering, furnace operating. We can leave hauling jobs on for you. Because again, it's one of those, you have a lot of stuff to do, but initially, and then you're just gonna have nothing. Okay, did it. The kiln. So I'm gonna real quick just pop open a browser here. Have a look at the wiki. Dwarf. This pottery is not something that I've dabbled with. See, now I had all sorts of plans for this episode to go down there and get into the caverns, and I'm sitting here playing with jobs. Welcome to Dwarf Fortress. Pottery. I might actually need to build another bedroom layer at some point. I'm gonna designate that off screen. Kiln. Let's see. Collect clay requires item hauling. Glazing. They do that at the get glaze. Ash glaze and tin glaze. Nearest glaze material will be... Okay, so you don't have to make glaze. So basically, I just have to set up a thing to collect clay, and then build a kiln. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. So we need to mine out a spot for a kiln. We'll put it over here. We can put it right next to the leather workshop. That's fine. And then we're gonna need a just a small stockpile here for clay. Let's set up the job to gather the clay a while. Collect clay. We'll do collect 5, collect 1, addition. Products. Tape. Why? I'm going to research the order sequence for that off screen or off camera. Write that down while I'm waiting for my miners to come up and do my stuff. Looks like I have another subject. Okay, so I need to take this out. Or the weenies. Oops. That should be a 4. So, and let's go into... Okay, we need... That means I need to set a new guard. Or a new captain, I mean. While I'm sitting right here, I'm gonna make H traps. If it seems like I'm being a little bit excessively cautious with these traps here, let's just say I've had some experiences before. Unfortunate incidents. Caverns. So I want to be a little more cautious this time. Okay, so that was for our ashery workshop. Ashery is Y. In the future, I need to make a note of that. That's actually the easiest, definitely the easiest way to make an ashery, or to check and see if you have a workshop, is just go into the build menu. It has numbers there. So we're doing that in the future. Okay, so that one was for our leather worker, right? Build shop leather works. Right here. Logs. Build E. Glass kiln K. Gravel blocks. we're going. Okay, so we can make a stockpile. This is going to be a custom stockpile. Change your settings here. We don't want disable. I'm going to guess this is bar blocks. Forbid metals. Coal, potash, ash, pearlash, soap. Here to be that. Let's see here. Ceramic. Clay, loam, sand, clay, silk clay. Clay appears on the map as a boulder. Okay, so they're stored in a stone stockpile. Okay, so enable. Oh, right there. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Then we don't need a wheelbarrow. Because what I'm going to do is... Oh, we do have sand. Wait, what? We have sand? Sand. Okay, so I guess I can do glass making. Interesting. So I need to set a zone here. For gathering clay. Set that to priority 1. Wow, I'm really bad at this today. Okay. Okay, so I need to set a zone. Play. Okay, so I'm gonna look up the job to do that later. I am going to cover. Oh. Set that to go. I'm gonna dig out another zone here for sand. I'm gonna set up a sand gathering zone. There. Actually, no, we're going to that designation like that and dig out zone down here. I really hope that's a sand area. Okay, so hatchery built. Not yet. Someone set the potash making, right? Sure. Yep, there he is. There. He doesn't really have any other jobs. Oh, there he goes. It is being built. Okay, ashery. And we want potash from ash. So what we're going to do is go job manager, potash from ash. Pick one. We're going to do condition as long as we have at least one or greater than 0. And products. If we have less than 10, make it less than 50. I want 50 ash, 50 potash. And then what we're going to do here is set all of these to, or to fertilize, I mean. Okay. Dig, dig, dig. Uh-oh. The forgotten beast Ristuzer crop or Orshmat has come. A huge carved head composed of water. It's four broad horns and it undulates rhythmically. Beware its deadly spittle. Okay, so which level is this at? Okay. Okay, so this is at the lower cavern, which is not where we're going. So I think we're okay. As long as these two cavern layers aren't connected, which I don't think they are, but it's possible. Okay, we're not going to panic. Not panicking. You see me not panicking. Ah! Go away, Chrome. Okay. Dig out the sand pit. Really? You're going to leave that one little spot there undug? Make sure that we're looking at... Yep, still got black sand. Awesome. Wow, you jerk. Okay. Set a zone down here for sand gathering. That's just ests for sand. And it's I to get to the zone placement menu. Yeah, I have one square right there that still needs to be dug. My miner's coming up from God knows where to get that done. Alright, there we go. So my leather shop is up, and now someone's actually making my quivers. Good. Okay. So now I have my zone, so I want to set a stockpile. I believe it's stone, but we're going to find out in just a moment. Let's just do it this way. We're going to go to the wiki and search for sand. Sandbags are stored in furniture stockpiles with sandbags enabled. Okay. So disable that. Enable furniture stockpile. Enable block all sandbags. Whoops. Allow all forbid types and then sand. Allow sandbags. Okay, so that means that we need to make sure that we have bags. Do I have a job here to make bags? Construct silk bags. There. Do I have one for cloth bags? Let's see. Backpack. remember, I did accidentally delete a bunch, so that might have been one that I accidentally deleted. Okay, looks like we don't have one, so we're going to make one for cloth bag. Construct cloth bag. 1. And I just want to look at the silt bag settings, and I'm just going to mimic them. Okay, if we have... Oh, this needs to be cloth. Pretty sure that's the bag. And then we go down to construct cloth bag. Go under our conditions, unused plant cloth. Greater than. And because I don't want it to override my my other thing, and then type producing items is less than 10. Okay. There we go. Oh. And collect sand. One. Condition. If add item condition type sand. Sand bearing items is less than 25. And I believe that's the same setting I need for the clay. Oh, you jerkwad. Okay. Clay. Collect clay. 1. If add item type clay. I know there's a way to do this. Alright. Still gonna have to look that one. I really would like this to get done. So, now this is gonna make it, what are we at, 48 minutes? Yeah, 48 minutes is pretty long. So we're gonna call it an episode here. I'm gonna get the rest of this dug out between episodes and designate another bedroom, and also research that pottery stuff. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Comment if you have any suggestions for this series. Share this around the internet as you do, and have a spectacular day. Later.